All right, let's go. Morning, everybody. Today's games, to me, there's only two games today. This game that's in the thumbnail, and I'll do that game early. It's our early game. And the Steelers and the Bills, which I really don't care about. Okay. We're going to be doing Seattle and Minnesota up here only because I want to see Seattle a little more, man. I want to see. I can care less about Minnesota. Let's get into these two guys today, these two games today. First, this game here. And remember when the Colts were 8-2? Houston was 0-3. Now look up in what you have. The Colts are 8-3 and Houston 6-5. And this is the first time they're playing all year. Okay. And the way the Texans defense has played, led by that man right there, Will Anderson. I think the Colts are in a lot of trouble today. Give Daniel Jones credit. He's going to be playing on a broken fibula. That takes a lot of guts, in my opinion. And this is a game that I feel is a crossroads in the A.F.C. South. Colts had a big 3-game lead over the whole damn division. Jacksonville's only 1 game behind. So if the Jaguars win today and the Colts lose, and they haven't played Jacksonville yet. Okay. They haven't played San Francisco yet. That game is on Mr. Miami's birthday. I'll do that game. Okay. They haven't done that yet. The Colts, the Broncos, the Packers, the Bears, the Lions. Those 5 team schedules are a landmine. Okay. A landmine. And like I said, nothing comes easy in the NFL. Now this time where teams are beginning to separate themselves, teams are beginning to push the pedal to the metal. I mean, I think Houston's ready today. And with that defense, they're going to be the team. No, everybody talk about Kansas City, Buffalo. Let Buffalo and Kansas City go down to Houston against that defense. Okay? Houston and Seattle, in my opinion, are the sleeping giants in the NFL right now. I know. What about Dallas? Well, give Dallas a lot of credit, folks. I mean, everybody's trumpeting it. Oh, they beat the 2 Super Bowl teams in 4 days. Whoop-de-damn-do. Who cares? You got the Lions and the Chargers coming up. You're going to beat the Vikings. You're going to beat the Giants. You're going to beat the Redskins on Christmas Day. You don't have to worry about those games. That gives you 9 wins. Can you beat the Chargers and Detroit, who's going to be fighting for their lives Thursday night at Ford Field? Okay. Baltimore laid an egg on Thursday night. I didn't even watch the game. All I know, I looked up was 32-16 final. And I said, there we go. I mean, and I'm going to be fair here. Lamar is not Lamar. He's not. But Burrow came back and Joe Burrow did Joe Burrow things and give the Bengals credit. Bengals still in it. Then they can win out. I think they got Miami week 16 on Sunday Night Football. I hope they don't keep that game as the Sunday night game. God, I hope not. Jesus. Speaking of the Dolphins, they're home against the Saints. And I'm going to say something about this game. If I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm being real here. The Saints, if they had your quarterback, they win 11 games. They'll probably win the NFC South. I'm not bullshitting about that. The Saints are a quarterback away. I don't know if they're going to take this kid from Indiana. I don't know if they're going to go out and get a veteran. But that's what's holding that franchise back. They need a franchise quarterback in the worst way. Maybe they should trade for Kyler Murray, who's never going to play again for the Cardinals. That's why you don't see him now. They got him in bubble wrap. We'll see what happens in Philadelphia. I know the Eagles would love to unload that contract and go anew. But we'll see. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Yeah. Dolphins, I think they go 3-3 the rest of the way, which means they'll finish 7-10. They'll F up their draft position as always, and who knows where they go from here. I got them winning against the Saints. I think now with Burrow in Cincinnati, they're not going to beat Cincinnati. And I got them losing to the Redskins and to Tampa and New England. So I got them going 2-4 the rest of the way. This is one of their wins. But I'll say this: if they lose today, I believe they'll lose out. I do. They lose this game today, I see Dolphins losing out. And then the bullshit happens. Because I could tell you right now, nothing's going to happen. That's the way that idiot owner does shit down there. And the Dolphin community, of course, supports it 10,000%. Okay? Dallas, speaking of them, impressive. I'm going to tell you who's the impressive team in the last 3 days. I'll get to that team. I'm saving them for last. Dallas, very big win for them. The media, of course, is doing the electric slide, seeing the Cowboys making a run at this. Do I think they can make a run? Yes. Do I feel they'll make the playoffs? I picked them to make the playoffs before the season started. Yes. Will they go far? Wow. I don't know. Because right now the Rams, the Bears, that's right, I said it, the Bears, the Niners and the Seahawks, I feel are all better than Dallas. And I'll even say Green Bay is better. So that's 5 teams right there. If Tampa get their act together, so you're getting what I'm saying about this, about Dallas. It's not going to be easy. And Dallas is one of these teams, I don't give a damn what their fans feel about them. They're one of these teams that believe their press clippings. Okay? And you're going to hear a lot of bullshit by the white media talking about, no, nobody wants to see Dallas. Nobody wants to get the hell out of here. You put you put Dallas in Questfield. We'll see what happens. You put Dallas in Hollywood, you see what happens. Now, the only bad thing about that is, though, that there'll be 70,000 Dallas fans in SoFi. That's Dallas home away from home. They train there. I think LA is split between Raider fans and Cowboy fans in LA. The 2 home teams don't have fans. Because when they moved the first time, they lost a whole generation of fans. So, next, Green Bay. Boy, let me tell you something. That is the Jordan Love I know and love. You know I love. You guys know that. And what a performance with the arm talent he put on in display on Thursday afternoon in Detroit. And it's up to Matt LaFleur what happens from here. I think Ben Johnson, who showed them no respect, and that will be the thumbnail next week. Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur, how much disrespect he showed them at his press conference. Basically called Matt LaFleur a joke. This game here, and they played 2 times in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, next Sunday, and then 2 Saturdays after that in Soldier Field, and a night game on Fox. What I saw of Love on Sunday, of Thursday, and so what I saw of the Bears on Friday, this game's going to be something. And I'm going to go with the Bears, believe it or not. And there's something about Green Bay that I'm not buying. And that's hard for me to say that knowing that my man is the quarterback of the team, but there's something missing with Green Bay. And Parsons has been everything they gave up, 13 and a half sacks. Micah's doing his job. Micah's doing his thing. But is there something about the Packers? I don't know what it is. Which leaves me to the Chicago Bears, and I tell you, Ben Johnson put on a masterclass on Friday. Took the ball out of Caleb Williams' hands, put it into his two backs. Nearly 250 yards of rushing combined with the two backs. Played field position, played clock, and sent the N.F.C. a loud message. And I said, I got that message, Bears, because goddamn, that was as good of coaching I have seen in a long time. What Ben Johnson did on Friday. Caleb, for a game manager, because that's the way he played on Friday, did a very good job. Very, very good job. And don't look now, but the Bears, not only in first place, but the Lions now playing for their lives. And we'll see about Green Bay next Sunday when they go home to play the Bears. I think Fox is delighted that they have the Bears and the Packers in a very, very critical game 2 of the next 3 weeks. I think they love it. It's good for football. It's great for Middle America, Packers, Bears. And as far as the Lions go, the Lions are back where they belong. Nowhere to be found. All these people on the Lions bandwagon, and where have they gotten? Haven't gotten you nowhere. 49ers and Bears, I know Black America will be watching. Not Coon America. Remember that. Not Coon America. Not swirling America. Not divesting America. Those people can all die and go to hell, as far as I'm concerned. I'm talking about real FBA. They'll be watching that game today. San Francisco and Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders' first start of his career should have been starting from day one. I think, again, what kills Shedeur Sanders is his post-game show, his interview. And if I'm Shedeur Sanders, they're going to hurt you, boy. That's all I'm going to say. And you're going against a team that will embarrass you today. Salah is coaching his ass off. Don't be surprised if he gets another gig. You got the game I'm doing right here. Then I got Seattle and Minnesota at 4 o'clock. It'll be right after this game. I'm going right to Seattle for that game. So it should be an interesting day of football. The Rams are at Carolina. That's a very meaningful game for Carolina. Rams don't need it. They're already split with the Niners. We'll be in Seattle in 3 weeks when they go to Seattle for the rematch, Week 16 on Thursday Night Football. So, you know me, I'm excited. Let's go through the card today in the NFL. Let's do it. I'm going to do it with NFL. No, I'll do it this way. I'll do NFL weather before I leave. I'll be back at 12:45, and we'll get it started with the Colts and the Texans. And that game should be awesome. Wow. You got Rams and Panthers today down in Charlotte. Shedeur Sanders' first start ever against the Niners. The game will be at Texans and Colts today. Saints Dolphins today. Dolphins believe they can get back in it. I doubt it, but this should be a game that is going to test their mettle. Falcons and Jets, Cards and Buccaneers. I expect that to be a high-scoring game. What a job Jacoby Brissett has done at quarterback for the Cardinals, and that's why Kyler Murray will be somewhere next year. I expect Baker and the boys to start getting that damn offense going. Jaguars and Titans. Jaguars getting ready for their showdown with the Colts next week. Where are we at? Vikings and Seahawks. We'll do that for your late game. Raiders and Chargers. Bills and Steelers. Most of the country will see that game at 4:25. They left the Broncos for tonight. I'm not watching that against the Commanders. And then Giants Patriots tomorrow in the freezing cold up in Foxborough. I'll skip it. Let me take a look at the early games next week. Cowboys and Lions, that's next Thursday. Seahawks and Falcons, no. Steelers, Ravens, no. There's boring football. Colts, Jaguars, mm-mm. Dolphins, Jets, mm-mm. Saints, Bucks, nope. Bengals and Bills at 1 o'clock. Maybe I'll do that game up in Orchard Park with the rejuvenated Bengals. Maybe. I'll think about it. That may be the game I do next week. That's a Fox game. Then your doubleheader game is the Packers and the Bears. And Texans Chiefs next Sunday night. So maybe I'll do Bengals Bills. I'll think about it. Well, I'm definitely doing Packers and Bears next week. And then we got the big week 2 weeks from today. A huge week in the N.F.L. 5 awesome games. And we'll start previewing that um, next week. Not this week, coming next week. All right, since I'm here, let me give you the injury report around the league. I can do that. All right. Supposed to snow here on Tuesday morning. That's interesting. I got some things to do. All right, injury report first. Saints Dolphins. Alvin Kamara is out for this game. That is the only injury for New Orleans. Miami, everybody's playing. Niners, Tatum Bethune out. Sam Okimura out. Eddie Pinero out. For the Browns, Brendan Bates is out. Aiden Huntington is out. Alex Wright is out. Falcons, Jets, who cares? I'm not even going to do this game. I'm not going to waste time. Rams, Panthers, let's see. Everybody for the Rams is playing. Panthers got 4 players out, though. I'll let you know who they are. Claudine Sirius, linebacker. J.C. Horn, that's a damn shame because he was playing well in San Francisco till he got hurt. He's out. Cade Mays is out. Kristen Rosenboom is out. And Chandler Zalvia is out. Titans, Jaguars, Shuma Idoga is out for the Jaguars. Patrick McCurry is out. Eric Murray is out. For the Titans, now usually I'm doing the Titans because it's a big game for Jacksonville. Jalen Amura Davis is out. Kendall Brooks is out. Lloyd Cushenberry III. He's a punter. He's a center. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Let's see. Who else is out? You have a long injury list. Let's see who else. Shy Tuttle is out. That's that game. Arizona. Trey Benson is out. Imari DiMercado is out. Will Hernandez is out. Kristen Jones is out. Boy, what an injury list for Arizona. Walter Nolan is out, and Gideon Taylor Demerson is out. Mm. One injury list, like I said before. Wow.
We saw the NFC North eat on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, but I'm excited for the NFC West. We got three teams that have 8 or more wins, only division with that, and they all have. You look at Panthers, Rams should be able to take
For the Bucks, let's see. They're all banged up. Benjamin Morrison is out. Rashad Wisdom is out.
all season. And then the one that I think is the most exciting is Niners at the Browns. Why? Niners at Browns because it's, Brock Purdy didn't play his best game last week.
Texans, Colts, the big one today, our early game. Johnny Carter is out.
Miles Garrett has 13 sacks in the last 4 weeks. This team's got a little juice.
Jamal Hill is out. For the Colts,
Beat up 49ers defense. It's tough.
Jalen Carlos is out. That's it. So we're going to have a good even game today. The other game we're doing today, now we're doing the 4 o'clock games. Minnesota's Donovan Jackson is out. J.J. McCarthy's out. Matter of fact, he may be out of Minnesota altogether. For the Hawks, George Holani is out. Riley Mills is out. Raiders and Chargers, Michael Mayer is out for the Raiders. So is, that's it. Chargers, Omarion Hampton is out. For most of you, this is your big game today. Bills, who's out. Terrell Bernard is out. Spencer Brown is out. Deion Dawkins is out. The offensive tackle, that's going to hurt. Curtis Samuel out. For the Steelers, Derek Harmon is out. Roderick Jones is out. Broncos tonight. I'm only going to do the Broncos. No one cares about the Redskins. Nate Adams is out, and Jonah Ellis is out. I think they'll be okay, though, because they are playing Washington. And tomorrow night, let me do the Giants. Kenyon Thibodeau out again. And for New England, Brendan Scholar is out. Jared Wilson is out. And that is your injury report. So we got your injury report. Let me do the weather since I'm rolling right now for all of this. Let's do your weather. Oh, man. Okay, where is my weather report? I love the weather. It's a cute weather. So, what the hell do I care about roto riders for the weather? Let's see. All this roller bowler bullshit. All I want. Let me see if I can get it here. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I'll come back to this. So yeah, I'll do it later. I'll do it when I come back. Here we go. I found it. Boy, I love this weather. All right. Let's do it, everybody. All right, in Cleveland, they'll be playing in the snow, 34 degrees, 20 mile per hour. So Shador Sanders, he's used to it. He played in Colorado for his college career. Jacksonville, Tennessee, 41 degrees, partly cloudy. Houston and Indy indoors. In Miami today, it's going to be 79 degrees, slight chance of rain, 12 miles per hour wind. Here, the Jet game, it will be likely raining at kickoff, 40 degrees. Arizona at Tampa, beautiful 81 degrees, sunny day. Rams at Carolina, they'll be playing in the rain today, 47 degrees at kickoff. In Seattle, it'll be 45 degrees and mostly cloudy. Typical Seattle weather this time of the year, and that's the game, our second game today. Minnesota and Seattle. In Pittsburgh, it's going to be pretty cold, but both of these teams are used to it. 34 degrees at kickoff. Cloudy day, late afternoon day in Pittsburgh. Vegas and the Rams indoors. Denver and the Redskins will be 41 degrees, and it'll be a half a moon tonight, or quarter moon, wherever you want to see it. You'll see the moon tonight. And tomorrow in Foxborough, they'll be playing in the snow. 27 degrees at kickoff tomorrow night in Foxborough. Giants, Patriots. That is tomorrow night. So, and let's get the odds. Here we go. Vegas Insider. And I'll see you guys in an hour and a half. 90 minutes from now, I'll be back. 12:45. Get ready for the Colt game. Glad I found the weather. All right, today. Oh, the big game today. Colts are a field goal favorite across the board. Over under 44 and a half. I would take the over on that. I think both teams will score, especially if Stroud is coming back today. Buccaneers and Cardinals, they opened at 3.5, but stayed 3.5 all week. I'm going to take the over in that one. And the over is, I played it today, 44 and a half. Buccaneers favored by 3.5 across the board. Jaguars and Titans are left alone, of course. Opened at a point and a half. It's now 5.5 across the boards, unless you have trying to look at the sports book, which one this is. But everybody has it at 5.5. Over under 41 points. Rams and Panthers. I played this game with the players and individual players I played this game with, and I expect both sides to move the football. Rams 10.5 across the board, 44.5 point over under. Dolphins opened at 6. It's 5.5 everywhere except Hard Rock is 5. I played a lot of individual players in this game. I did not play the game. 42.5. I would jump on that because both teams are going to score. Who cares? Jets field goal favorite over Atlanta. Niners opened at 6. It's 6 across the board. In some places, 5.5, and others 5 and some. So you got a mixed bag, but the Niners are favorite. If they win this game, they go 9-4, and they get their bye week next week. And if I'm Kyle Shanahan, I'm very proud of my boys. Over under 35.5. Jump on it. Definitely jump on that. Vikings and Seahawks, I took the over. It opened at 1.5. It is Seattle by 12. 11.5 at FanDuel and DraftKings. I took the over under in this game, which is 41.5. I jumped all over it earlier this week. Bills and Steelers are left alone. They opened at 4.5. Bills is now field goal. Bills over and under 45.5. Raiders and Chargers, 9.5 Chargers, 10 in some places, 9 at Hard Rock. Um, I took the over in this one, I believe. 40.5. Yeah, I took the over. Jesus. No doubt. Broncos and Commanders, I left alone, period. They're 6.5 point favorite, except for Bet365 and Hard Rock. They're 6. And the over under for this game, and this is your game tonight, I would advise you to go to bed, at least unless you got somebody in fantasy. I'm going to bed. I may watch Flames and Hurricanes tonight. 43.5. I would take it because I think Washington is laying down and getting ready for the draft. By the way, let me see if I got an early spread. I think I should have it. No, they didn't put one up. I'll get it early in the week. Who's favorite in the Cowboys and the Saints? Patriots 7.5, depending on who you bet with. Opened at a field goal. And 46.5 over under. I will completely not only leave this game alone, I won't even watch this sorry ass game. And there you go. Weather, point spreads. Let me do one more with you. Let me do one more. All right. Let you know who's calling the games. I'll be back at 11:45. Everybody. So, all right. Let's see. And then I'm out of here. I'll be back in an hour and a half. All right. The announcers today: Texans and Colts. You got Iron Eagle, J.J. Watt, and Evan Washburn. That's what we will be. Falcons and Jets: Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, Megan O'Leary. Dolphins: Chris Myers, Mark Swerve, and Jen Hill. Chris Myers goes back home in South Florida. If you didn't know, he grew up with the Schuler family and grew up with David Schuler. That's his best buddy in life. 49ers at Cleveland. Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, the gorgeous Melanie Collins. Cardinals and Buccaneers. Kugler, Moose Johnson, Allison Williams. Jaguar and Titans, the worst team on CBS. I'm not talking about doing the game. I'm talking about doing the games. They put them to do the worst games. Jaguars and Titans. Spiro Ditas, Adam Archuleta, and Aditi Kinky Bawa. Rams and Panthers. Adam Amin, Drew Brees, and the gorgeous Christina Pink. And what a behind that chocolate sweetheart has on her. Oliver, Greg Olson, and Joe Davis will be uh, in Seattle today for the Seahawks and the Vikings. That's where we will be. Catalan, Charles Davis, Jason McCourty, and the beautiful AJ Ross, stunningly beautiful. They'll be in LA for the Raiders and Chargers. Bills and Steelers, you know who it is, Nance Romo and Tracy Wolfson. They just had to go see Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers today. And last but not least, Tarico Collinsworth and Melissa Stark, Broncos and Commanders tonight. So there goes your announcers. You know it's Aikman, Buck, um, and Lisa Salters tomorrow for the Patriots and Giants. And that is it for me. And I'll see you all in an hour and 20 minutes. I'll be back. So enjoy your breakfast, everybody. I will see you in an hour, 20 minutes. We'll get it started. Indianapolis and Houston. Big game for the Colts. Big game, period. So thank you for being here. I love doing this. Trust me. Hey, Mom, what's up? Iman says Daniel Jones better throw a touchdown. Oh, 5 TDs. Okay. I feel you, man. I'll be back at 12:40, 11:45 your time. Mon got a big game today. Playoffs in fantasy football across the board starts in 2 weeks. Week 15. So get your lineups ready, get your team ready, see who you can trust out there. And I'll see you at 12:45 Eastern. Iman, you're the best, buddy. See you in an hour and 20. Thank you for being here.